I said my ancestors would trade for me any day. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. Like you picking cotton or you got the schedule I got? Like which one you want? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you got it twisted, bro. 100 years ago, we ain't had this opportunity. So I don't care if I got to travel every single day, all day, every day. Like Martin Luther King, I kind of feel like he was way sweeter than me. Unfortunately, though, he was born in a time of segregation, right? So I'm in Paris. I'm making 100 racks in Paris just to speak, bro, to speak. I know if Martin Luther King was alive right now, he'd kill the game. But unfortunately, he was born at a time where it was segregation. So the first thing I need to just tell y'all flat out, because some of y'all don't get 120, and you don't get 120 because you take this opportunity for what? Come on, talk back to me. You take this opportunity for what? You take it for granted, bruh. So the reason why I'm so passionate, the reason why I'm grinding, because every day I wake up like I'm in first class, bruh. Like I got on the plane today, my son and I, we got our own little business where we do personality tests. So I got my man on speakerphone. I get in, my man in front of me trying to check me. I'm like, bruh, it's 2019. Like I ain't got to cut my phone off. Like this ain't 1942. And I told my man, no disrespect, bro. You talking to a grown man. You in first class, I'm in first class. Like this ain't back in the day. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Like this ain't back in the day. I earned the right to be here. I grinded to be here. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning the last 13 years giving out content every day. I deserve to be here. Don't talk to me like that. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? See, because I grind so hard, I work so hard, that when I get this opportunity, like I don't play with it. I don't act like I deserve to be here. I think about my ancestors and what they went through, and that's why I'm here. So the first thing I need y'all to do is, and I know you sweet. You've been sweet since you was in high school. You've been sweet since you was in college, and people been worshiping you. I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell you, this different, baby. This ain't high school. This ain't college. Like, this ain't for funsies. Like, this somebody's lifestyle. And people going out there and getting it. And if something happens to you, I promise you, if something happened to you, as sweet as you are, you're going to be what? Come on, you got to talk back to me. You're going to be what? Replaced. Say it again. You're going to be what? That ought to scare you. That ought to scare you. That alone ought to make you wake up every day and say, I cannot afford to be replaced. Now, I need 3 people to be honest before I go there. You cannot afford to be replaced. Why? Somebody talk to me. I can tell you why I can't afford to be replaced. You tell me why you can't afford to be replaced. Say it again. My wife got MS, bruh. She will never go back to work again. You understand me? 3 years ago, she was diagnosed with MS. She will never go back to work again. She's doing phenomenal. I'm building a house in San Diego right now. Why? Because she got a vitamin D deficiency. And Michigan don't work in the wintertime. We don't got a lot of sun. So when I get up to speak, this ain't just about speaking. This making sure a baby girl ain't never got to work again. This making sure she got a crib in Michigan, she got a crib in San Diego, and the next one I'm getting her is in Hawaii. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I ain't playing games. This ain't about like putting up something on YouTube. That's like an after effect. The stuff y'all see, that's an after effect of what? Of me grinding for my wife. My son worked for me. I don't want him working for nobody. I'll never forget when my son graduated. He wanted to be an agent. He wanted to work for The Rock. He told me, Dad, I got an opportunity to work with The Rock. I started laughing. He was like, I'm going to get the chain. You know, he young. I'm going to get the chain. I said, you going to get the what? He said, I'm going to work with The Rock and get the chain. I said, boy, you and Thomas, we make up our own chain. We ain't wearing nobody else's chain. You ain't got to wear another man's chain. You work and get your own chain. You make your chain famous. You make other people want to wear your stuff. So number one, I can't be replaced. I got my son counting on me. I can't be replaced. I got my wife counting on me. I can't be replaced. I got my daughter who's a senior at Michigan State counting on me, and she don't know what a loan is. She don't know what FAFSA is. I got my mama who retired counting on me. I can't be replaced. Some of y'all acting like you indispensable. You acting like if something happened to you, they're going to wait around for the next 2-3 years. Like your spot is just guaranteed. Talk to me. Why can't you be replaced? I got one. Give me one more. Why can't you? Maybe you don't even know why you can't be replaced. Do you know why you can't be replaced? Anybody? Don't let me call on you. Come on, talk to me. Why can't you be replaced? I got time. Coach, I asked him how much time I had before I came in. He told me what I had. We got a little bit more. I can sit here and wait the whole time if you want me to. But I need somebody to tell me why you can't be replaced. Oh, you good. You know already. I feel you, bro. You good. I need somebody else. We good.
You fought your whole life to get to this point just to let it slip away.
Did you hear what he just said? That's another player. That's why I'm saying it because I don't play football. Say it one more time.
You fought your whole life to get to this moment just to let it slip away.
You know what's crazy, bro? I've been doing this for a long time. I used to think in my mind, like when I used to go and speak for teams, I used to think in my mind like, yo, y'all finally there, right? Like, yo, like bros in here like scrapping and people getting up early and people eating right, like, and people ain't on social media and people ain't smoking and people ain't drinking. Like, I was so stupid when I first started doing this. I thought everybody that came to the league was about that life. I just thought everybody was like getting up first thing in the morning, hitting the weights, eating right. I thought everybody came out like, let's go. And then I realized, yo, some dudes got here. This was their whole dream to get to the league, and they got to the league and they ain't got no more dream. You finally got to where you've been trying to get to your whole life, and you were sweeter in high school in terms of the grind. You worked harder in college than you do in the NFL. It blew my mind. You here. But for some of you, that contract messed you up. You soft now. You ain't as hungry as you was when you was in high school. You ain't as hungry as you was when you was in college. You ain't as hungry as you were your first year. You ain't as hungry as you were your second year. And it could tell it, like we could see it in your game. You a grown man. Like I used to watch the game and go like, okay, what's the difference between this team and this team? And it's just like the players. I'm like, no, it's got to be bigger than that. Like, they all grown, they all big, they all tight, they shoot the same way. And I started realizing some dudes come with that beast and other dudes just show up. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. This is going to be hard because some of you young and you like still worried about what people think about you, so you don't want to be honest in front of people. But I'm going to ask you a serious question. If 120% is like, yo, bump coach, I work harder than coach want me to work. And then 100% is I do everything coach tell me to do. I want you to think about what level you on. Are you giving 90, 80, 70? Listen to what I'm saying for a minute. And most of y'all know me. You know me from where? Like, where would you know me from? Social media. Where would you know me from? Say it again. Social media. Yep, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Watch this. I get 120. So I just got up 12 years ago, just started getting online. It was a recession at the time. And I saw what was going on in America. I'm from Detroit. GM, Chrysler, Ford went down. People started going to the casinos, shooting themselves, killing themselves. I was like, I got a gift. How much is going to get online and kill it? Every Monday I would get up. Thank God it's Monday. Kill it. Nike never sponsored me. Adidas never sponsored me. Under Armour never sponsored me. I get up every Monday and get a world something. Then it got crazy. I started meeting people and people be like, yo, E.T., what up? Thank God it's Monday. I'm like, ooh, they feeling this. So then I started doing it every day. And then I started realizing cats is really feeling this, and I started doing it 3 times a day. You wake up and get 3 videos from me. You won't pay a dime for it. That's 120. Ain't nobody paying me, but I'm giving it out year after year after year. Boom, commercials. Year after year, Meek like, I want to put you on my album. Year after year after year, I'm international. Year after year after year, I'm putting in that work, and I wake up one day, and what number am I as a speaker? Am I number 10 in the world? Am I number 5 in the world? Just take a guess what number you think I am. Number 1 in the world. I passed Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar. Nobody paid me to do this. I just got up and gave 120%. And when you give 120, that's what happened. You become number 1 in the world. I want to ask you a question, seriously. What percentage are you giving? So we're going to start here. You like, I'm giving 120, bro. I don't got no more to give the Panthers. I gave everything I got. I have no more to give. Like, I really put 120 into this. And do me a favor, don't lie, because we're not giving out no awards for this. So raise your hand if you're giving 120. Like, I ain't got no more to give, E. Good. I see you. I see you, E. I'm giving 100, E. I know I'm just doing at least what Coach want me to do. I'm doing everything Coach want me to do. Good, hands down. I'm giving about 90%, E. I'm going to be real. I'm giving about 90%. Let me see your hand. Yep, I feel you. I see you. Yep. E, I'm talented, bro. For real, for real. I know I look sweet out there, but I'm probably giving about 80% of my effort. Let me see your hands. I'm giving about 80%. Let me see your hand. 70%. Let me see your hand. All right, let's go back, because I saw some people didn't raise their hands. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So let's go back again. Like, maybe you didn't hear what I said. I said, like, I need you for you, not for me. I need you for you to admit where you are. Because once we go back out, my goal is to come here and take you to that next level. So when I came after 212 and I came back, some stuff happened after the next year and the next year. And that's what we're hoping to happen again. I feel like coach don't play with me. He bring me in when he know he got a good group and they just need to make a couple adjustments and they go to the Super Bowl. So let's start all over again. You giving 120, bro, flat out. You ain't got no more to give. Let me see your hand. You ain't got no more to give. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm talking about that grind. I get that grind. I'm in schools. I'm going to prisons. I'm doing everything I can. And when I go to bed at night, I hear, well done, thou good and faithful servant. I hear it. In my head, I hear it. Like, yep, you getting it, son. Let's go. You giving 100%. Let me see your hand. You giving 100%. Good, hands down. You giving 90%. Yep, I see you, bro. Appreciate y'all. Yep, you giving 80%. Let me see your hand. Good, let's talk real quick. What is it going to take to get to 120? I need y'all to talk back to me. I got two more things. What is it going to take for y'all to give 120? What is it going to take for you to give every single thing you got? What is that going to take? Well, why aren't you doing that right now? That's the question. I need somebody to help me out. You didn't raise your hand for 120. What is that going to take? Good, consistency. Good, and why is it hard to be consistent? Good, mentally. Right? So we're going to have to focus on that. Like when you go back, that's why I'm asking the question. So I'm gonna get with coach. We do some like mental stuff, right? I want to help you because you got to be mentally strong. So when I do my videos, like people ain't like E fell off. Where E at? No. Since the time I did it to now, I've been number one for the last 5-6 years. It's consistency. And so I got to go to bed at a certain time. I got to wake up at a certain time. There's certain things I can't eat, certain things I can't watch, certain things I can't do. You feel me? Why? Because I want this as bad as I want to breathe. Good. What else is keeping us from being 120? Good. It's got to be what? Good. And let's just be real. For some of y'all, okay, maybe you don't want to raise your hand, but for some of you, when you reach the goal, it was difficult for you to set another goal. Let's say it like that. Let's do this. Be honest with me. Raise your hand if you like, yo, E. I had a goal when I was young to get to the league, and I got to the league, and I'm going to be honest. I made it to the league, and that dog, I ain't got that dog like I used to have it when I was in high school or college. Let me see your hand. Just be honest. It don't mean you ain't got that dog. I'm saying compared to when you was in high school and college and you was trying to get here, you might not got that dog like you had that dog then. Let me see your hand. All right, so I'm going to do it one more time. Yeah, maybe because coach here, the coaching staff here, I don't know. Maybe that's why we can't do it. Maybe you can go right here for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the people looking, so I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Maybe you just do one of these for me so I can see you. Just be real with me when you like, yo, E, just being honest, bro. Like I do want it, but I don't want it like I wanted it then. Can I get a? So, all right, so since you're not going to raise your hand, can we at least talk? Do you understand what I'm talking about? What did that dog look like in high school and college that it don't look like right now? Talk to me. What's the difference? What did that dog look like when you was in high school and college versus how it look now for some of y'all?
You didn't care about outside of what you were doing.
Say it again?
You didn't care about the things outside of what you wanted.
Good, so you didn't care about outside. No, you weren't worried about nobody else's approval. All right, only approval we need is God in the bank. We don't need nobody else's approval. You made it, we here. What else? Talk to me, what else? So some of us young, and I ain't talking about age, just immature, and we care about what other people think. And that energy is not going, that energy is not allowing us to put all our energy on.
And not care about what people think, care about other things that's going on outside.
Good, what are some of those things? So you saying you're not tunnel vision.
Life.
Good. And what about life? Give me some, say it again.
Life of an NFL player.
Good, so give me some of that. I'm not a player, give me some of what's life.
Love scenes,
Yep.
women.
Yep. Okay, I ain't even football. That's okay. He said NFL, I got to deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got to deal with the same thing. So let me say this to you. And let me be real with you. I lost 5 aunts to cancer in the last 10 years. My mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. They sent her home. She just strong and she outlasted. My wife, MS, listen to me very closely. Life gonna go on regardless. I just want to make sure that the life we got left that is sweeter than the life that if I would give up or if I wasn't focused and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. So when you've been with somebody since you're 16 years old and they got a chronic illness, don't you know it's easy for me to go drink? Now it would be easy for me to go drink too. It's rough. My life, it ain't what it used to be before she got sick. Like while God is blessing her, she still got MS. I lost 5 ounces to cancer. You don't think I could have smoked some weed? You don't think I should have took some coke? You don't think I could have got on drugs? You don't think I could have got with other women? Like you don't think when I'm going through that pressure, I couldn't have broke? But you talked about it, mental toughness. It is in those times we have to be stronger than we've ever been before. Why? Because they need us more than they ever needed us before. And you guys are blessed in that you are the 1%ers. You You know how many people want to be in your life who want the life that you have and you got it? And you not taking it serious? Like, you know how many people would die to have this life? You know how many people would die to be on the field on Sunday? You know how many people would die to eat the way y'all eat? You know how many people would die to have the gear y'all got? You know how many people would die to get on these planes and travel the world? You know how many people would die to have your life and you got it? It's your life. You got it. What you gonna do with it? So when you talk about that pressure, what happened was when my wife found out she had MS, we was in the hospital and she looked at me and I saw her drop a tear and I looked at her and told her mental toughness. We can, we will, and we must get through this. You in my watch, boo. I promise you're going to be all right. You got your mama in your care. You got your grandma in your care, your siblings in your care. I told the doctor, my wife will not be in a wheelchair on my watch. Not on my watch. She won't go blind on my watch. I go to every doctor's appointment. I help her with every meal. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is my life, and we're going to make it the best possible. How many of y'all in this room, you like, yo, E, it is my life, but I ain't been in control of it as much as I should be in control of it. And after the day, I'm taking more control of it. Let me see your hand. Be honest with me. Come on, let me see your hands. I'm taking more control of that. What does that look like? Two people tell me, what would that look like? I'm taking more control of this opportunity. What would that look like?